How's it sound, King Bluto? Good to see you. Do I have anything to talk about? I don't know. It's 1:52 p.m., July the 14th. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Wendy B. Grand Rising. Rage. How's it going? Can y'all hear me? What's going on, y'all? The Watchman, what's going on? You driving again? You coming home from work or you going to work? I believe you're going, right? I don't even know if I got anything to talk about, y'all. The movie continues. Yeah. Thank you, Wendy B. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, King Bluto, man. What's up? I appreciate it, man. What's up, the Watchman? Driving and listening. So a court thinks I'm not fit for my kids because I believe in the end times. For real? Don't run that stop sign, the Watchman. Don't get mad. You got to prove it. Tactical nukes in Iran, I don't keep up with all that, y'all. That's what they tell you, right? Hello, XM Vibes. Let's talk about all these crazy dreams folks been having. What kind of dreams you been having? Hello, Nez Lover. Thank you. Are you going live tonight? Did y'all see my little short video? Not cool about the kids, Watchman. For real, yesterday it was really hard for me. Sorry to hear that, the Watchman. Just do the right thing. Hey, I've been having crazy ones too. Hello, K Wim. Thank you, Nez Lover. Thank you. We have 10 in the chat. Raise Against the Machine. When you going live, Nez? Tonight? Somebody was telling me they're going live tonight. All of a sudden, I'm reminded of our brother, Mr. Willie. If you out there, Mr. Willie, let us know. Come on in. Hello, Silent Walk. Good to see you again. Thank you. Silent Walk. Good afternoon. Nez Lover, maybe if you want me to. I didn't know if you had planned on it or not, Nez. It's all good. Whatever you want to do. Personal thinking is forbidden anymore in these court systems. If you talk about religious rights, you get screwed. I believe that. Yeah. Anymore, a court is going to side with the mother unless she's unfit or something like that, can't support them or whatever. Sometimes we just have to be called to step up, you know. Well, Super Dave, what do you mean by that? Sometimes we have to prove ourselves, y'all. I dreamed last night I was trying to get to the liquor store in the nearest city, but I was walking, so I ended up having to fly to make it for 9 when they closed. There's some of the liquor stores still cash checks, y'all. For real. King Blue Toe, you can talk about Islam all you want when you start talking about Christianity when you're in big trouble. Well, Islam is taking over our country, y'all. First word I hear is screwed when I enter chat. Well, hello, NY Debs. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. Much appreciated. The thumbs up, the sharing, and caring. Sharing is caring. Hello to Bud Files. Good morning. You dropping in, Duttons? Dropping in and showing support. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you dropping in. Keep dropping in. For real. I need you to drop in. Yeah, we're screwed sometimes, y'all. My ex says I'm crazy. She refuses to hear anything about scripture on America. Something's going on, y'all. Hello, MMA Paradise. What is going on? Are we in the middle of the movie? Is the movie coming to an end? MMA Paradise. I am subscribed. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, the liquor store. Nez, for real, the liquor store, y'all. I don't need no liquor store. Hello, Super Dave, Earth Rain Dove. Good to see you. Thank you. We finally got our community Facebook sorted out. We got some stolen items back to the original owner. Doing other jobs, apparently. Yeah, the police don't even do their job anymore, for real. I had a neighbor's residence to get broken in. The police were like, do you have it on camera? When you live in the country, they're like, well, we don't have no evidence, so we'll see you later. You got to do their job. Appreciate it, brother. Glad to be here, sending all good positive energy and vibes. Been working hard using our 3-month summer before the 9-month winter. We might not have a winter. We might have a 9-month summer, for real. You never know, y'all. The world is loopy. It's like upside down, y'all. You know what I mean, y'all. Earth Rain Dove, good to see you. The little season, that's debatable. When something is debatable, I don't know. I mean, is it apparent? I'm not saying it is or it ain't. I'm not. It's kind of like, some of the things only the good Lord knows, I try not to get in that realm of I know we're in the last days. I mean, but people trying to predict tribulation and stuff, whatever it might be, rapture, things like that, y'all. So yeah, I bring it all back to what is going on, Oh, also there's a video going around of the moon looping big as a house super close to the earth. Well, I appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, they didn't even follow up on the report, Duttons. That's the way they are. King Blue Toe, the only job the police do is to pull you over and give you an unwarranted ticket that you don't even deserve. Yeah, I get it. Hello, K. Wim. Good to see you. I like to talk a little bit with y'all. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear. Rage, what's going on? I get it, though. In the back room, y'all. Sometimes it's time to have fun, too, y'all. Today is extreme heat here in Paris, Ontario, Canada. They calling it a heat dome. For real. I get it. The heat's everywhere, y'all. And I don't even think I put up my map up, y'all. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I want to get in that poker game, yeah. For real. I don't even know what to talk about. Y'all just had a compressor hose taken out of the car. 7-Eleven near, but small towns got opportunist thieves. It's crazy, y'all. People take advantage of you. Canada had 10 tornadoes. I didn't even know that. Nez Lover, good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for sharing me out. I'm like, man, what's going on? Turn the music up. Windy B, hello. Alaska had a tornado last week. Alien versus World War III. Let me check your channel there. The sun's gonna go down. It can't stay up all day. For real, y'all. Am I skipping any? Or are we running smooth? Hello. Hello, copycat. I can't help it, y'all. It's the music. Puts me in another stage of excitement, y'all. Want to be 97. Hello, his highness. For real. Hotter than meth pipe on payday. I don't know nothing about that. I wouldn't do none of that. For real. Y'all check out Earth Rain Dove. Check out Nez Lover. Appreciate it, y'all. Good afternoon. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you, man. Check out Carlos, y'all. After all, he's over 5,000. For real. I was the fella that sold the white doves for the Taylor Swift's wedding. Really? But I just sold some white homing pigeons, so they flew back to my house. And I'll sell them to the next wedding. For real? Is anybody getting married? Running with the super. You know it, Highness. It sounds good, Super Dave. Hello, Jay Hart. What's going on? Good afternoon at work. Just dropping in to say howdy. Well, drop in and hit that thumbs up for me, please. I don't ask for much, y'all. I'm definitely not out here begging for your money. Which, if you want to give to the channel, you can. There's certain ways, for real, y'all. Cash 5. What is going on, y'all? Copycat, good to see you. I do have a few things to talk about today. We're like 15 minutes in already, y'all. Y'all get me excited. Appreciate it, y'all. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. This thing's happening. I want to prove my point on one of these things, y'all, but let's keep going until we get there. Let's share the screen out. You may agree with this, you may not. I don't know what's going on in your thought. ICE is to temporarily halt conducting vehicle stops. I believe they had a shooting again. This is from ABC, but they'll mess me up. In most cases, ICE officers will stop a target on the street once they leave their house or office, but ICE will use vehicle stops in cases involving the most dangerous targets. So I just want y'all to know that ICE will not be stopping you as like police. Yeah, because there's a man killed in the ICE involved shooting in Maine and was not the intended target of the operation. Joan Sebastian Guerrero was fatally shot by an ICE agent in Maine after agents tried to stop the car he was driving. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. So don't worry right now. ICE will not be stopping you. It'll be the police. They'll pull you over and give you a made up ticket anyway. They'll say, like, we saw you in the flock cameras, you know. For real, y'all. I think with that, Trump is going to Iran. It won't be long. Yeah, we're still in a movie, y'all. And I was going to get to some of that. Like, some of the cast players of this movie we're watching, y'all. You know, it's all central casting, right? Where'd everybody go, y'all? That's why I debate going live anymore, y'all. I'm like, am I wasting my time? Am I wasting your time? You know? Private military pirate contractors, Silent Walk. Yeah. Don't worry about getting pulled over by ICE because I'm sure the county or the state police will surround you, you know, and do the job for real. But anyway, y'all, hello, Rhonda, Copycat, Cool Cat, Super Dave. How you doing? Thank you. Appreciate you coming in, Rhonda K. Or at least you are a real Super Dave. Keep it real here. Well, thank you, Earth Rain Dove. Let me turn you blue, Rhonda. I said I would. I don't know why I turn everybody blue. I want everybody equal. Please just keep the chat clean and don't use no F bombs or anything like that. Hello, suspicious skies. You watching? I appreciate you watching. We're trying to keep it real here, y'all. Richie from Boston. Been a subscriber since 2016. How do you know? I believe Richie used to kind of watch me a little bit, you know? He's never come in my chat. But I knew he was watching me from the things he said. Whether if he's watching every time or anything or just glancing at the videos or whatever. But there are things that I have said in the past that I knew when he mentioned my name that he watches me every now and then. Whether if he labels me as a truther or what, I'm not sure. I'm a realist. I don't have to be a truther, y'all. But I appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming in. Yes. Cool Richie from Boston. Can I say a prayer for Mr. Willie? Are you watching Mr. Willie? Let us know what's going on with you. Put something in your post, your community, or something. But Heavenly Father, I want to pray for Mr. Willie in the desert of Arizona. I know yesterday he was going for a heart procedure. Lord God, be with him, heal him, bring him out of this speedily. Yes, I know you hear our prayers, Lord, when we ask, and God, just be with him. Help him come out of this and heal him. In Jesus' name, amen. I appreciate it, y'all, for allowing me to do that. I do, y'all. Thank you. My buddy Hugh Jorgen over here on YouTube, he put out a new video. Yeah, he did. It's like, what, a 4-minute video? Yeah. He's talking about Donnie's exit. Well, as you know, Lindsey Graham just had an exit, right? Yeah, Lindsey Graham, he's one of the cast players of Central Casting, running this movie we've been watching, y'all. Yeah. Lindsey Graham is like one of the script. He's part of the script anyway. I'm like, man, I'm trying to explain. I'm getting a little over my head and all this, but it's like the Lord shows you stuff, that we're just watching a movie. It's all scripted, y'all. You go in on Days of Our Lives, it's kind of like that too. Like a soap opera or something, y'all. Hello, Mental 420. Good to see you. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all. Uh, Making everyone the moderator is a good idea. Makes the trolls stand out with them. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Amen, Super Day. Well, thank you, Rage. Mr. Willie, just let us know one day, sir. How you doing? My wife had this same procedure several years ago, and I told everybody about it. I was here. I kind of know the timeline. It takes weeks, and I was there for everything. So without me, I mean, really, it may have been a different story. You need somebody there with you all the time. But anyway, this Hugh Jorgen video over here is saying like July the 22nd, and even points out July the 11th. I don't know everything about these iPet goat scenes, these videos. I feel like it's some type of ritual video. I get it, y'all. Whack-a-mole. I mean, when did he put this video out? Let me check real quick before I start to play it. Yeah. July the 12th. Donnie's exit. Y'all know who Donnie is, right? Which I've been saying. I mean, I don't know. Is he going to leave us high and dry? And as we progress into the live stream, I'll show you some of the cast players in this movie. I know y'all know quite a few of them, who they are, and all that. Yeah, I didn't have nothing to talk about. Let me play the video, y'all. I may not point out things as we play the video, but I want you to notice July 22nd. I might pause it right where one of these scenes, like from the Simpsons shows, you know, I'll stop it there when I get there. A lot of people tried to predict this iPad GOAT 2. Hugh Jorgen says he waited until this year because 2026 was the year that iPad GOAT 2 was depicting, according to Hugh Jorgen, the maker of these videos, which he predicted February 28th would be the first bombing on Iran. Gate Smasher, good to see you. Good day. Thank you. I turn you blue. XM Vibes, let me go ahead and turn you blue. Thank you for coming. Stay positive and keep the bacon frying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the bacon frying, y'all. This does not say the year ahead in 27 or 28 or 29 or any other year. It says 26. And a lot of people been trying to predict this. Did iPad GOAT 2 come out like years ago, right? Let me play the video, y'all.
Going back, even though it's me I abuse, I keep on going back, even though I am bruised, face of contusions. No, I keep moving.
Furthermore, Donnie again has been directly and overly advertising that his character is about to head to the clouds. He put out on Twitter an Elvis video, My Way. He's been putting stuff like that out, you know, kind of like depicting that he's going to leave. Just saying, y'all, is this the month and the year that he is going to leave? I said I would stop it. Who else came in? Darren Ortiz. Good to see you. It shows all these dates in here, y'all. The 28th, February, the start of the Iran war. Some people can see things that I can't see. That's why I go by what they see. And then obviously in this video, he's saying this month of July the 22nd. If I give my real opinion on all this stuff, and I believe it to be true, because there's many things that I've been studying and researching. And one of them is the invasion that America is facing. And y'all know, if you've been here, what I'm talking about. 9/11 comes way after the Lincoln and Donnie Barron. On the 22nd of July, the flag rips for division and civil war. There's a pandemic in there somewhere, lockdowns and food shortages, fuel shortages. And on November 7, 7/11 will be the second 9/11 date. Now, I don't take all this but with a grain of salt. But I want y'all to know I have found some truth in this guy, Hugh Jorgen, has been true on a lot of this 2026 year. I just want to put it out there that I've noticed it to be true. If there's people out there, if you subscribe to Hugh Jorgen, Jorgan, let him know Super Dave sent you there. And you watch some of these videos like I do, you'll understand where I'm coming from, you know? Let me go ahead and run this on out.
Lean on my pride, lean on my pride, I'm lying, I don't mind at all. Lean on my pride, lean on my pride, I'm lying.
This flag here was displayed in Iran. I know this war and stuff, they tell us. All this stuff, these people, a lot of people believe and everything. I get it, y'all. It's over the news and all that. I saw it on TV, so it must be true. Well, remember, go back to the movie I've been talking about, y'all. It's all a script. Anything to do with the higher politics all the way up in D.C. and around the world, it's already scripted out. They're playing it out like a movie or a soap opera, you know?
Everything's gone. Their leaders are gone. They had leaders, they're gone. And they had another set of leaders, they're gone. Now they have another set of leaders, they may be gone. Who knows? And you know what? I may be gone too, because I'm their number one target. It's out all over the place. I'm their number one because they're scum. That's the way they act. And that's the way they've done it for 47 years. But I'm doing what's right for the country. I'm doing really what's right for.
You've spoken today twice about them possibly assassinating you and possibly being successful. Did that concern have something to do
Well, I
with
speak about it a lot because, you know, the life of a president is very dangerous. It's 5.2%.
Hello, Mike Smith. Can y'all hear me? Propaganda mind control. FEMA has flood maps. Let's see if they froze me up. The vast majority of people on earth will believe Donnie really, DIED. When the charade pops off, he has them under the spell. Black magic. if this happens, it's all a script, y'all. It's the movie. But it was foretold in these videos. And I Pet Goat 2. Yeah, let me get over here, y'all. I'm 36 minutes in. I appreciate it, y'all. Good to see you, Mike Smith. Trying to get a little control of my computer. Happy Tuesday, July 14. That means we'd be 8 days away, right? I have no way of knowing. I go by these videos and stuff. I'm kind of like in speculation and things, you know. But I look with this invasion, I have more pieces to put together. I'm like, why I even going live? Because I'm telling y'all where I'm at. I don't have this stuff figured out. I get out here and I research, I look around, I keep finding things all over the internet and stuff, you know. Things people say, things other people put together too. A lot of times I come up with my own, you know, because I know we're watching this movie, y'all, and all these characters, you know, the characters been told, you know, you're gonna be put out, you know, taken out, whatever, you know. Different characters. Yeah, we'll get there momentarily. I just want to go ahead and throw in some stories in between if I can get to it. That way I break the algorithm. Hello, Michigander. Don is a Como. I don't know. I don't call him names. New York becomes the first state to impose a data center moratorium. New York State. If that got something to do with the invasion, I don't have a clear answer on that. Is New York going to go back like in ancient times, you know? Just saying, there's millionaires, there's people leaving New York, y'all. A rush to leave New York. A lot of them's going to Florida. Just letting y'all know, you know, that mayor and stuff, you know, this invasion, this things that's going on that everybody don't agree with or whatever. And I'm not going deep into all that today. New York became the first U.S. state on Tuesday to halt construction of large new data centers, imposing a one-year moratorium as concerns grow that the facilities driving the AI or raising power, the cost, you know. The moratorium positions New York at the forefront of a growing national debate over how to manage the infrastructure needed to support AI. Well, maybe your state needs a moratorium, you know, to see and study what's going on in these other states with these data centers, you know? Just saying, y'all. Yeah, time's flying by today, y'all. People's like, has time slowed down, you know? I don't know. Has time sped up? You know, all this anxiousness, you know, they have us under. One day this, one day that. Just saying, you know, can make time seem like it's just flying by. You remember Barack Obama said, just fill the media up with junk and the people won't know what to believe. I think we're at that point, y'all. Just me, I think we're at that point because they are filling it up with junk and the people don't know what the truth is. I want to get slowly to where I'm going. Because I talked about something the other day, you know, like, man, there's something going on. Did somebody else come in? Burn, how you doing? Ryan in North Carolina. time definitely slows down when you're being shot at. It's like you're in slow motion, I bet. His Highness, buckling tall apartment tower in New York City for the super rich. Yeah, wasn't that Pfizer building? Hello, NM Rocks. Good to see you in New Mexico. Good to see you again. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that thumbs up for me. I can understand why people would want to leave New York. Yeah, I could too. There's a lot of crime there, right? There's going to be a lot more crime there, you know, especially if you're going to visit, you know, and you're not from there. Excuse me. Just saying, y'all. I don't want to get in the middle of all that. I don't know what this is. Let's see what I got. If it's definitely not that, I got to stop sharing that and go back. They overlap my screen again. How did they do that? I believe StreamYard does that to me. It was a pop-up, you know. Let's see if we can get over here and get to the main point today, y'all. I thought I had a main point anyway, you know. Let's see if we can get to it. I need to turn my air on. I'm burning up again. I just got a notification. ICE suspends vehicle stops after 2 fatal shootings 6 days apart in Texas and Maine. Just told y'all about that. Yeah. Whether Charlie Kirk was a real person, I believe a lot of people believes he's a real person.
Marxism.
He may be here. He may be somewhere, took his mask off. But according to Charlie Kirk, he was telling us a spiritual battle is coming, and the enemies are Marxism combining with Islam to go after the American way of life. People still are not listening. But yeah, I'll get to the main crux of the story today. If you're a Christian and this is not it, if you're a Christian, these 2 threats are coming after us. It's time the church stands. Are any churches standing against this? Or any pastors? I mean, are they scared? Has it got something to do with the 401c, whatever it is, the tax exemption? What is going on? Is anybody standing up? I've been sounding this alarm for several months now. Everybody knows that. But I want to see what Charlie Kirk had to say about it.
Spiritual battle is coming to the West, and the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low-crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important.
I want to ask y'all something. Is there anyone in my chat right now that knows what the Muslim prayer says? Is there anyone, when there's a 5 times a day, a Muslim call to prayer, do you know what it says? Do you know what is being said in the prayer? And I'm going to read the chat.
We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. It doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, Doesn't matter if you're Asian. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Yep. It is definitely time that the church to stand up against, you know. It's definitely time. Well, I'm going to present you with what a lady says momentarily. I just have a lot of stuff here. Let me see if I can find it as I scroll down and behind the scenes to what this lady is saying. Now, I don't know 100%. But I have it up here while it's on my mind. It may take a minute. Right here, I believe now. All right, Dennis Johnson. Let's see what this lady says while it's on my mind. This is obviously posted by. Y'all don't confuse me or nothing, y'all. Keep the chat clean and I appreciate it. Let's see what she says. Because I want y'all to know what I heard. And I'm like, if this is even true, you know, here in the West, we don't know. All we hear is a bunch of noise. You know, and a lot of times it's like 5 times a day. It says death. It says a little bit more too, Nez. But you're right. According to what this lady is saying, she obviously can translate it. And I didn't have this in order, but I found it. I'm glad I did. I want y'all to hear this. What does the call to prayer actually say in Arabic?
So, you know, the call to prayer that's being blasted over New York City, Colorado, and I think Minnesota. Most of us don't know what the words are actually saying because it's in Arabic. And, you know, if you don't speak Arabic, you're not going to really be paying attention to it. But check out the video of this guy who found out what the interpretation of the call to prayer that has been being broadcast 5 times a day, what it actually means.
Is doing it some and some other blue states, but because it's in Arabic, we don't really pay attention. We just think it's a prayer. But here's what it says every time and all day long: "Oh Allah, curse the Christians, they call us oppressors. Curse the Jews, they call them criminals, and curse the unjust traitors, the people who have abandoned Islam. Oh Allah, make them poor, make their lives miserable. Oh Allah, clothe them in the clothes of misery and the garments of calamity, and make their life full of pain and misery. Oh Allah, make their lives full of misfortune and afflictions, and give them a tormenting death. Oh Allah, fulfill your promise and unleash your torment and pain upon the Christians and the Jews." And I was just going to read a few of the quotes from the Quran. 3:28, Muslims must not take infidels as friends, and that means non-Muslims. 5:33.
They sped it up, I guess, so to throw the algorithm off on Twitter. Did y'all hear that? If I need to replay it, I will. I don't want to repeat it. I just want y'all to know what I hear. Now, I'm kind of taking this with a grain of salt, you know, just saying. Did y'all hear that? It's Nez Lover. You are really like on the money, but a little bit more is added to it. Thrust Christians and Jews into calamity and stuff. If y'all couldn't make that out, I should slow it down a little bit. I'll slow it down if you couldn't understand it. It's going to put her. Let's go down one more in case y'all didn't hear that. I'm not saying this is exactly true, but I have no reason to doubt it.
So you know the call to prayer that's being blasted over New York City, Colorado, and I think Minnesota. Most of us don't know what the words are actually saying because it's in Arabic, and if you don't speak Arabic, you're not going to really be paying attention to it. But check out the video of this guy who found out what the interpretation of the call to prayer that has been being broadcast 5 times a day, what it actually means.
Is doing it in some other blue states. But because it's in Arabic, we don't really pay attention. We just think it's a prayer. But here's what it says every time and all day long. Oh Allah, curse the Christians. They call us oppressors. Curse the Jews. They call them criminals. And curse the unjust traitors, the people who have abandoned Islam. Oh Allah, make them poor. Make their lives miserable. Oh Allah, clothe them in the clothes of misery and the garments of calamity, and make their life full of pain and misery. Oh Allah, make their lives full of misfortune and afflictions, and give them a tormenting death. Oh Allah, fulfill your promise and unleash your torment and pain upon the Christians and the Jews.
Y'all know I'm not afraid to run anything like that on my channel because I know we are the infidels, and infidels must not be existing in their world. I just wish they'd keep their world over there and leave our world alone, And now we have politicians and people helping this Democrat Party. It's not Democrat, it's not Republican, y'all, when it comes down to it. But this Democrat Party thinks that these people are going to have mercy on them, and be like, well, you helped us, so we're going to leave you alone. In the end, the Democrat Party won't even exist when it comes down to them people. I hope I'm getting the point across. If you've been watching me for several months, you know the invasion is happening. And they're actually waiting on a signal. But let me keep going forward because we're still in a movie. And there are different characters in this movie, y'all. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Taco Bell investigated. Yeah, there is a cycloparalysis. What is it? There is a diarrhea infection, and it's a bacteria. I was going to get to that later, but I don't know if I have time. Just saying, y'all, let me get over here and try to share this story. I want you to know who some of these characters are. I know y'all know some of the characters, and one of the characters have exited the movie. Today, Lindsey Graham, on July the 11th? Tomorrow, someone else. The Islamic regime has reportedly threatened senior leaders of the U.S., Israel, and Gulf countries, including the president and Bibi. Well, here's your cast of players that I happen to believe some will be exiting the movie. Just me, my opinion. I may be wrong. Lindsey Graham is gone. He probably took his mask off, is living on Epstein Island right now. The real Lindsey Graham. Not the one with the mask that we're used to looking at, y'all. But yeah, this has BB, this has the press, this has other Arabic, I guess these are from like Afghanistan or something. But I won't get into Khalifa. I'll get over here at Zamir and Ratcliffe and Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio and JD Vance, Michael Curtilla, Dan Kane. He looks like a military man. I meant to look his name up. And Israel Katz. In case you've noticed any of these names, these may be some of the people that'll be leaving the movie before it ends. Just saying, it's my opinion. I've been talking about this movie for a long time now in central casting. Let's see what this says. Because, well, we're not going to understand it. I believe it's in Arabic. Iran threatened to kill all these.
عرض کنم به درک واصل شدن لیندسی گراهام، سناتور جنگ طلب و ضد ایرانی آمریکا رو به ملت بزرگ ایران شاد باش عرض میکنم.
Well, I happen to believe this movie that we're watching is intentional. The script is intentional. Lindsey Graham leaving the movie is intentional. These are the people that put us where we are today. Lindsey Graham, warmonger. You know, stand behind Israel, all this stuff. You know, it's part of a bigger movie that we all can't really see, but we all can kind of see as the script is played out, you know. Kind of hard to detect the movie before it actually starts playing, you know. Like Hugh Jordan on the 22nd of July. Just saying, if that happens, y'all, if you was here, yeah, the 22nd. Because I feel like we're going to be left high and dry, just saying. Especially when this invasion begins. You know, we're being invaded, I'm saying, when this cells, you know, these signals are sent out. And be like, what is this main signal, you know? Is it the emergency broadcast system? Is it some indication in this Iran war? You know, I don't have a clue. I'm just going by the things that, you know, I see out here and try to connect the dots, y'all. I get to thinking, you know, a lot about this stuff. And I'm like, I come to a dead end. You know, I don't really know. A lot of times the things that, let's say, that fits the puzzle. Does that even make any sense? You know, what fits the puzzle, you know? I'm not trying to be right about any and everything. All I'm trying to do is catch hints and pieces of the puzzle, you know? Let me see if I can run a little bit of other stuff here, y'all. A massive heat dome is gripping the United States. Y'all keep talking about Canada is 97 today and all this stuff. Let's keep going. Yeah, because I need to throw this algorithm back and forth. I may come back for a minute of that. I don't know. A massive heat dome is gripping the U.S. Record heat, dangerous winds, extremely dry conditions are increasing. Let's play this. I don't want to take your whole day. So, yeah, put a little bit of stuff out there that you might not know about.
A record-setting heat dome is now locked over a huge section of the United States, and the temperatures beneath it are reaching dangerous new extremes. NOAA's GOES 18 satellite is tracking the massive ridge of high pressure stretching from the Intermountain West into the northern plains. Sinking air is being compressed and heated beneath the system, trapping intense heat close to the ground with little chance of escape. Parts of the Great Basin and northern high plains have already recorded all-time temperature records. Widespread triple-digit heat is now gripping the northern plains, while temperatures deep into the 90s push east across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and towards the Northeast. Extreme heat warnings, watches, and advisories cover a vast area, with the worst conditions expected to continue through Tuesday and dangerous heat potentially lingering across the north-central United States into the end of the week. The dome is also creating another serious threat. Hot, dry, and increasingly windy conditions are raising the danger of rapidly spreading wildfires. Around the southern edge of the ridge, monsoon moisture is surging northwards. Powerful afternoon thunderstorms could trigger damaging winds, lightning, and sudden flash flooding from the desert southwest through the Four Corners and into the northern Rockies. Millions are now caught beneath a weather system producing extreme heat, fire danger, and flooding threats at the same time.
Hello, Share Bear. Yeah, I'm waiting for this movie to be over too. But the point is, when this movie is over, I believe we're here to defend for ourselves. It's going to be up to us when this movie is over. Ryan, North Carolina, sorry to hear that, brother. Making a delivery and could tell the situation was going sketchy. I kind of like when I delivered pizzas like way back in 2015 and 16. I could tell when the situation was sketchy like that. you gotta watch your back and keep cameras rolling, you know. You gotta have evidence. For real, y'all. Cause I was like, man, my car is way over there. For real. And I had to go through this alleyway and everything, my car out of sight. I left it in the road running. You know, and it was a sketchy situation, and I could tell that the person was watching what I did and probably changed their mind because I left my vehicle running out in the road. You know, just saying, I think that something like that, you know, can help the situation. Good to see you, Will. Play say Iran has drones 90 miles off. Yeah, I know. They saying they could hit Miami, Clown Show. Yeah, definitely. Rage. Wayne the Pain. CERN comes back. I know it on 2030. They say Iran has drones in Cuba, Florida. Hello, Jim's Camera on Music. Search lawsuit and a company called Calibrate. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that. Nice to see at least a few here care. Yeah, do things that will like draw attention, you know. Don't put yourself in a situation, you know. Tennessee Trasher. My East Tennessee around Knox flooded so bad Saturday night. I heard about that. Flooding in Tennessee. Freddie and Bob. Yeah, thank y'all. Appreciate it. I don't have all day, but and I know y'all don't either, y'all. Your situational awareness is a must wherever you are. Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. Weather warfare, definitely. Weather warfare. Let's report a little bit on this cycloparas. What do you call that? That disease, that bacteria, diarrhea. I cut the air on a while ago and I'm still hot. I sure am. I don't know why I'm so slow today, though. Maybe I'm slow every day. Fox News, health officials are tracking a growing outbreak of parasitic. And this thing's getting bigger, y'all. It's like in the produce. You know, some of the produce anymore is fake too. We talk about the water being inverted, the sky being inverted, the food being inverted. A lot of these foods are like fake, you know, the fake eggs and stuff, y'all, they putting out there. You know, no wonder why we're having a parasitic stomach illness. That's been reported now in 31 states. Since May, the CDC has confirmed 800 cases of cyclosporas, whatever you say, With more than 1,500 additional cases under investigation, 86 people have been hospitalized, but thank God no deaths have been reported. So, yeah, it's like it's spreading. And this thing first was like up in Wisconsin and Minnesota. Then it went to California. I remember I look at this stuff, y'all. And now it's like halfway across the nation, all the way down to Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky. It's made its way down, you know. If it's in the food or any of the food. I was also hearing about blueberries from Publix are contaminated, you know. So be careful out there, y'all. Make sure you look up stuff, you know. It's kind of hard to do that with all your food. But you can go and look like for recalls, Google recalls and all that. That way it'll give you like an overhead of everything, you know, that's being recalled. Because, yeah, no wonder with the fake food, y'all. All right, where we going to next? I just try to put stuff out there that most people don't know about. Let's go over here real quick. I need to knock this down. Yeah. Y'all know about all this, but it's updated information pretty much, you know. Historic ocean heat. An ocean heat wave larger than the surface of the moon. The Pacific Ocean is having a huge heat wave. Most of the central and eastern tropical Pacific is record hot. It's already getting hot, y'all. The centerpiece is the strongest El Nino ever measured. We've already reached super El Nino threshold, and our models say El Nino may surpass history-making levels for a full 6 months. On top of our already heated globe. That means supercharged weather through 2027, y'all. We may not have a winter. You know, Alaska, Canada. I'm not saying we won't. I'm just saying we may not.
An ocean heat wave larger than the surface of the moon. Hey, everybody, it's Jeff Baradelli, the weather professor. The Pacific Ocean is having a huge heat wave. Most of the central and eastern tropical Pacific is record hot. The centerpiece is the strongest El Nino ever measured. We've already reached super El Nino threshold, and our models say El Nino will surpass history-making levels for a full 6 months. On top of our already heated globe, that means supercharged weather through 2027.
Supercharged weather. Well, thank you there. I appreciate it.
An ocean heat wave.
Yeah. My code words and all your code words are compromised. I don't really use code words anymore. I kind of used to. Yeah. There was a church intentionally burned down, a 174-year-old church. Intentionally burned down. Investigation as arson. The agency that decided to demolish the church is run by a man named Ahmed Tigani. You might want to put that together. Just saying, yeah. Churches are being burned down. We had like 4 churches over the last week in America to burn down. And mysteriously, you know. Yeah, mysteriously. Like, who did it? You know, for real. Donald Trump, he tweeted out the bombshell video that shocked America. Just broke the internet by reposting President Kennedy's prophetic warning about a ruthless conspiracy destroying the nation from the within. This was foretold all the way back to JFK days. And now we're seeing it come to fruition. You know, from within, y'all, America. Because they're bringing it. For somehow or another, how does this even go? Well, Super Dave, how does this go with the New World Order? Remember Klaus Schwab saying You'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, they want to take it away from you and give it to foreigners. You know? Just saying, yeah. Does that even make any sense? Because how you going to get a people that doesn't do and, work and do anything for real? What I'm saying, to create anything. There's a lot of stuff about all this stuff, y'all. Open your eyes. The Islamic conquest is right before your eyes. And it's happening in real time. And I don't mean to try to put anybody or people down or anything else. I'm not trying to. All I'm trying to do is say we are going to be forced to either accept it or stand against it, one way or the other. A Democrat Muslim Virginia senator is pushing a bill to criminalize Islamophobia as a hate crime and track Americans who disrespect Islam in a database. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I've never said one negative word about them people. All I'm saying is they want to conquer. I may have said, do you want your women wearing burqas? Do you want to be stoned to death? Is that saying anything negative? Because I'm not afraid to question the stuff, y'all. And this is in real time. The bill defines it broadly, even based on perceived connection of insulting Islam. Like, really? But they can insult the infidels, y'all. Super Dave, you putting a target on your head. And I ain't even getting no money for all this, y'all. What am I going to do when they... For real, I'll be like, man, I can't even go hide nowhere, y'all. They're after me, for real. And even the police are appeasing these people. Just saying. They're told to appease these people, I have a few more things I want y'all to know. New Zealand loves their Christianity. I was like, man, when I saw this video, these people are proud. And they'll stand up, for what they believe in. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think this is not it. Let me go over here. All right. Yeah, I know y'all don't have long. Like, man, these people are proud. In New Zealand, the protest against Islamic immigration and destroyed a jihadist flag while performing the traditional haka. New Zealand is Christian. Muslims are not welcome here. I don't say, that you should burn anybody's flag because Americans, we shouldn't burn our flag or anybody else. But these people are definitely proud to have their Christianity in New Zealand.
We bind up and we break the power of Islam in our country in the name of Jesus. We destroy the spirit. Alexander, the Palestinian flag, which represents terrorism, anti-Semitism, I break your back.
These people here look like they're ready for the conquest. I won't continue showing it. I do not want to show the destruction of any flag. But let me go ahead and mention this. There is an act. There is a bill. There is an act, whatever you want to call it, like the Patriot Act or whatever. It's called the Logan Act, just to let y'all know. And this Mondami in New York wants to or has been meeting with this Iran leader, let's say. Iran leaders or people of Iran, something like that. New York Councilwoman calls BS on Mondami not knowing about his internal affairs commissioner trying to schedule a meeting with Iran. I really hope Trump steps in here because what he could do, what he did, could be in violation of the Logan Act. Just to let y'all know, if he's meeting with Iran leaders and things like that, you know, in this movie that we're watching, just saying, you know, just to let y'all know, I mean, anybody that's like treason and whatever, there is an act for it, you know, like the Patriot Act. It's called the Logan Act. The Logan Act is an 18th century United States federal law that criminalizes unauthorized private citizens from negotiating with foreign governments that are in dispute or controversy with the U.S. that is intended to prevent private individuals from undermining U.S. official foreign policy and interest. Just thought I'd let y'all know. I can understand why people leave New York too there. Mike Smith. Y'all have a good day, Miss Chrissy. How you doing? Teacher Chrissy. Let's turn you blue. Jim's camera on music. I took a screenshot. I'll definitely be looking it up, brother. Appreciate it, y'all. Watched Braveheart 2 nights ago. Appreciate it, y'all. Cottonmouth Charlie. Cottonmouth Charlie. Thank y'all. Please hit that thumbs up for me. Appreciate it, y'all. How many I got? 28. Can I have 15 more, y'all? Give me a call, y'all. If there's something out there you want to let me know, email me or something, y'all. Most of you know my email. Several of you have my phone number. That's about gas pricing. Yeah, gas. Well, you know they putting water in the gas, right? They're putting water in the gas and lacing it down with more ethanol and all that. We're facing all kind of problems here in America now. But it is how you look at it, you know? It is how we all look at it. Kind of like if you throw your TV out into the trash, you don't even know half of this stuff. You're like, it doesn't affect me because I don't even know about it, you know? Don't be like Cottonmouth Charlie, y'all. For real. Thank you, Mike Smith, the Michigander. My nephew asked me to teach his cursive. He just graduated high school. I don't think they're teaching cursive anymore, y'all. I don't think they are. Teacher Chrissy. I hope you're doing well, His Highness. Good to see y'all. I'm like, man, the information out there. I don't always go by the information out there. I see through it. In this movie, I don't know. I can't predict. But if we lose another character in the movie this month, I feel like the movie is coming to an end. I can't predict when. It could be by the end of the year or something like that. I don't know. This movie may end if it reaches to the top, like in that video that I was showing y'all. The movie could come to an end then. But Super Dave, what's after the movie? A horror show?